Xiaomi has just launched its first smartwatch under Wear OS, which is called the Watch 2 Pro.
This is a very good news, since more competition between device manufacturers is always better, especially when this new watch only costs $285. But is it really a Samsung killer? How does it compare to the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 Classic? This is what we are going to see in this video. First, let's see how both watches look. Here are the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic 44mm and the Xiaomi Watch 2 Pro. To my opinion, both look similar and are very nice. There is only one size for the Watch 2 Pro, which is around 46mm. So it's bigger than the Watch 6 Classic that I have here with 44mm. There is something I noticed. With the rotating bezel on the Watch 6 Classic, you have more difference in height between the screen and the top of the watch. This means that the screen will be more protected against shocks, but on the other side, if you want to touch a part of the screen which is at the edge, it will be more difficult. Speaking about look and design, there is no clear winner between watches, so I will give 1 point to each. Both watches have a different chipset. The Watch 2 Pro uses the Snapdragon W5 Plus Gen 1 and the Watch 6 has the Exynos W930. According to online benchmarks, the Watch 2 Pro should be a bit faster and the chipset is thinner, with 4nm against 5 for the Watch 6. Thinner means more energy efficient. I'll speak about this point later. In any case, both watches have a good navigation. There is an overlay on the Watch 6 with One UI, so it looks a bit different, but it's only a matter of taste and habits to my opinion. However, I noticed that recently, after a firmware update, the Watch 6 detects too many touches on the screen, which makes the navigation much harder because you lose control. The same happened on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 of my wife. Let me know in the comments if you noticed something on your side. For this reason, and because the Watch 2 Pro is faster, Xiaomi is here the winner. 2 points for Xiaomi, 1 point for Samsung. The screen of the Galaxy Watch 6 is brighter with 2000 nits against 600 nits for the Watch 2 Pro. In addition, it has a sapphire glass, so the Samsung Watch has a better screen. Samsung 2, Xiaomi 2. The Galaxy Watch 6 Classic has a rotating bezel and the Watch 2 Pro has a crown. I think it is good to have something. For example, the regular Galaxy Watch 6 has nothing. But between the two options here, I must admit that I have a preference for the rotating bezel. Xiaomi 2, Samsung 3. Samsung watches are clearly not the best in terms of accuracy. I followed the same protocol that I used for testing other smartwatches. You can have more info on this video. Here, I will only give you the results. Cycling indoor, the accuracy is at 4%, which is okay for training but not the best. There was clearly a miss there, but otherwise I had no fun for this test, which was not the case for other tests, and there was a lot of up and downs with the Polar H10 in red. I got completely wet and the Polar H10 was not as accurate here, so the accuracy is a little bit better than 4% indoor, I think. I tried as well while running, the accuracy is 5%, which is, I think, good enough. I have nothing to compare with, but it is good to know that numbers are not too bad. On a road bike, the accuracy is 25%, which is not usable for serious training. As you can see on the graph, the heart rate measured by the watch is always under the real heart rate. On a mountain bike, it doesn't get much better. The accuracy is 23%. Many spikes are cut. If you want more accurate heart rate values while cycling outdoor, I would suggest to get a chest strap. Heart rate monitors cannot be paired with the watch natively but you can download the app HR2VP Watch by Computer on the Play Store, which will allow you to do so, and will allow you to upload to Strava as well. Overall, the accuracy of the Galaxy Watch 6 is better than the Watch 2 Pro, even if it is still not among the best one. Xiaomi 2, Samsung 4. The watch is not a regular heart rate monitor, so it can't be paired natively with bike computers, for example. If you want to do so, you will have to get the app HR2VP Watch by Computer on the store. And here, there is a big difference between the Xiaomi and the Samsung Watch. If you have a Garmin or Wow bike computer, there is a high probability that it won't be possible to pair your Galaxy Watch 6 with BLE because the watch uses a private resolvable address which changes all the time. You can have a look at this video in order to get a workaround with ANT+, but it is a bit more complicated. The Watch 2 Pro, as of today, uses a static address. This means that the connection to your GPS will be possible with Bluetooth Low Energy directly. This will be much easier. On the other side, the address will always be the same, so someone scanning for Bluetooth devices could track you. This is important to know in terms of privacy. Because the pairing process with bike computer is much easier with the Watch 2 Pro, it is a clear win for Xiaomi. Xiaomi 3, Samsung 4. Both watches have similar GPS, but the Xiaomi Watch 2 Pro has one more, QZSS, which means Quasi-Zenith Satellite System. If you are not far from Japan, it will give you a better accuracy. If I have a closer look at my ride on the road, here you have the Watch 2 Pro in red and the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 in blue. The result is quite good, I think, and if I zoom in, I can notice that the Watch 6 can get a little bit out of the road in the curves, for example here. For these reasons, I would prefer the GPS of the Xiaomi. Xiaomi 4, Samsung 4. The biggest battery for the Galaxy Watch 6 is 425 mAh, when the Watch 2 Pro has 495 mAh battery. This is 16% more. In addition, it has a 4 nanometers chipset supposed to be more energy efficient than the 5 nanometers chipset of Samsung. The battery life depends on what you do with the watch. You can expect 1.5 days with always on display activated. Yesterday, I did a mountain bike ride. I started with 100% and had 50% left after 3.5 hours. This means that you can ride during around 6 hours with GPS tracking enabled, which is really good. When speaking about battery life, the Watch 2 Pro is better than the Watch 6. Xiaomi 5, Samsung 4. The charging speed of the Watch 2 Pro is really insane. It is really fast. You can go from 0 to 100% in nearly 30 minutes, which is much better than the Galaxy Watch 6, which will need between 45 minutes and 1 hour. In addition, this is a wired charging process without any magnet. I already had an issue with carrying the Samsung cable using a magnet in my backpack, so I don't like such chargers very much. But on the other hand, wireless charging can be more flexible because you can, for example, charge your watch with your phone. It's up to you to decide, but to my opinion, charging the Watch 2 Pro is so fast that it makes Xiaomi win this battle. Xiaomi 6, Samsung 4. Both watches offer sleep tracking. I didn't wear both watches during the same night, and even if I did so, I wouldn't be able to know which one is closer to reality. But what I can say is that I prefer how results are displayed on the Watch 6. You have more details on the Samsung Watch, and you get an overall sleep score, which is good if you want to compare your nights. Here, Samsung gets the point. Xiaomi 6, Samsung 5. If you think about other features, both watches have accelerometer, gyro, compass, barometer, heart rate, SpO2, and thermometer. But Samsung has a bit more. The watch has been certified in some countries for ECG and blood pressure. In addition, the integration of features such as the alarm is much better on the Watch 6 because you share the same data with your phone. On Xiaomi devices, there are two separate systems, on the watch and on the phone. Xiaomi 6, Samsung 6. With the price at $285, the Watch 2 Pro is 28% cheaper than the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic 43mm and 33% cheaper than the 47mm, which has approximately the same size as the Watch 2 Pro. It is a good point for Xiaomi. Xiaomi 7, Samsung 6. There is one point I did not mention. Both watches are only compatible with Android smartphones. You cannot pair it with iOS. If I have a look at the overall score, Xiaomi wins the match with 7 points compared to 6 points for Samsung. Because of its battery, charging speed, chipset, GPS accuracy, BLE connection to buy computers and price, the Xiaomi Watch 2 Pro is for me a better choice than the Samsung Galaxy Watch 6 Classic. If you want to continue the discussion, let me know in the comments which watch you prefer and why. And please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more smartwatch tests. Thank you very much for watching this video and I will see you in the next one.